we are going to look at memory management on Ubuntu. So like process management, there are more than one way to do it on Linux. There's actually quite several to do it, several ways. So let's go to the applications again. And we start with our system monitor, which is the Linux Ubuntu version of the task manager on Windows. And here you can see memory usage. You can sort it. You can end the process if you need to. You can go to resources, and here you can see a little bit more detail on how much memory it's using where. But since we're on Linux, why aren't we using the terminal? So let's run to the terminal. So let's launch a terminal again. So there are many ways in the terminal to show memory management. A quick way just to see free space and swap space is called free. And here it'll show you how much memory are available and how much memory is being used and how much memory is free, and then how much memory has been allocated to swap. You can also use the VM stat command. And here it'll show you a little bit more details on what's using what, but it's still not very nice. There's a command that I really like, but you have to install it first. And it's a variation of top. So top basically shows you everything in this view, which is not bad. I mean, it's fine, but it's not great. But let's say I want to show more detail. I want to see exactly what's going on. So to do that, I'm just going to close my terminal and reopen it. And I'm going to run the htop command. Now, since I've never run it before, it's probably not installed. So let's see what happens. Htop. Yeah, so it tells me it's not installed, but it also tells me how to install it, which is awesome. So now a good habit to get into with Linux is to always check for updates before you install new things, because they might require a certain level of updates to be installed. So let's do that. Sudo apt get update. Don't worry, you will learn more about these commands later, and you will get to know them very well in the Linux course. So now it's going to run through and check for any available updates, and there should be quite a few because I haven't powered up this VM in quite a while. You can see how busy the CPU starts getting and how the network activity is spiking because it's downloading updates from the internet and it's doing processing. So it's a nice way to see the system manager in action. Right, there we go. Everything is up to date. That was nice and quick. So now we need to install the htop command. So that's sudo apt install htop, like it said up top. This should be fairly fast because it's not a very big program. See, it's really hitting the CPU at stages. There we go. So now we can run htop and it should work. There we go. This is a nice view to see what's using how much resources, which user spawn it. You can see there's some system update syslog, there's the root user, and there's my user. So if you ever get, embedded on Linux and you've something slowing my machine down, I can't figure it out, this is a great way to see what's running where in the terminal. You don't need the desktop to run the terminal.